apparently this crazy woman thinks she can ramp that.
That is not big.
Welcome back, guys. So far this week we got the center section completed as far as the supports go. Spencer got those all welded in there. We got them primed, and we're gonna go ahead and show you guys that footage real quick.
Oh my god, it's so hot today. These pants are killing me.
Should I call the cops?
So dumb. Okay, so now that that's done, we are going to take you through and actually show you our floor plan of the house. Now that the steel supports are in there, it'll give you a little bit better visual of what the house is going to look like.
Yeah, and we actually went and we took some tape and taped off where the walls will be as well, just to give you guys an idea. Obviously, it's not exact, you know, we do have to allow for the thickness of the walls and everything, but just to give you guys an idea. Okay, so our off-grid shipping container home will be 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and it will be 820 square feet. So this is gonna be where our front steps go, with our front door being right here in this center section. Right when you actually walk in the door, this will be a nice open big hallway. And when you look up, we will have our vaulted ceilings. Pretty much the entire length of the containers right here in the center on this one side will be windows. And the whole point of those is so we can actually open them up and ventilate the house. So right when you walk in through the front door, we're going to be having 2 bedrooms, 1 on each side. This one over here is slightly bigger than that bedroom. And this one we plan on actually being our office for the time being. And we did some tape down the floor just to give you guys a better idea. And then across the hallway, we are going to be having this other room. Again, this is the corner right here. This one's a little bit smaller than the room over there, but this one, for the time being, will just be serving as a guest bedroom. And we plan on also doing a Murphy bed. Come here, come here. Once you get past the bedrooms, this whole space right here will be opened up. So imagine on this side of the steel tubing, and that side of the steel tubing, this whole area all the way up to these 2 steel tubes, because these will be walls. This whole center section will be our living room and our kitchen. So this kitchen right here, we're gonna have a nice big door right here with a big window. And then all this will be where our kitchen sink, counters, all that is. Again, a nice window overlooking the pond. And all of it will be opened up with this center section area right into our living room. And then one of our bathrooms will be actually right off of this center area. Here will be our spare guest bathroom. So this is where the door will be, and then we'll come in and you can see the 2 blue lines, and so this one is our spare one. It'll be smaller, but it'll have everything it needs. And then going through here, something that we've actually always wanted and I'm really excited about, we've always wanted a barn door. So we figured what we would do is actually have one right here. So when you come in through the front door, it'll be really neat because you'll have this huge open space. And then right here, you'll see a barn door that you can slide this way and then see into our master bedroom.
As soon as you come in, you can see through the house, and then there'll be a glass door going out to our private master little deck area.
Yeah, so we can just slide this barn door open, and you'll be able to see from one end of the house to the other. And each door will have a window on it, so you'll be able to like see through and be nice and bright. So when you come through our door, again, you'll look up and you'll be able to have that natural light coming in from the windows up top. So we'll have our bed, it'll be facing this way, and you'll have the whole 5 feet in front right here, opened up in front of our bed. So be nice and spacious. And this area over here, after this blue line, is where we plan on having our closet. So all this area continues, master bedroom, back door, eventually go out to a little back porch. So this will be our master bathroom. Again, it'll be very simple, but it'll be bigger than the guest one. So, and then have a nice window over here, again, overlooking this beautiful view over here. So that's our big floor plan reveal. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a smaller home. It's definitely going to be smaller than our last home. Our last home was 1170 square feet, but we literally didn't use like half of our house. So I'm really excited about it. It'll force us to not have as much stuff, and I think it'll be great. So yeah, let us know what you guys think. Spencer's literally been talking about doing this all day. So he doesn't hurt himself. All right, go. Oh my gosh. Did you break your crotch? Is that how you plan on exiting the container every time? I'm sorry, ma'am. He's crazy. Alright, so Spencer just actually fixed my bike. I had a flat tire, so now Bear and I get to play our favorite game of chase Spencer while he rides extremely fast on the electric bike and try to keep up. And please listen to my bike. So Spencer has this nice, expensive bike. My bike is the one that we brought to Nevada, to Burning Man, and you can really tell. I still have some of my bike lights on from Burning Man. Yeah, the chain, everything is so squeaky. Sounds like it's going to fall apart and just collapse at any moment. Pretty sure there's still dust on it from Nevada. So let's go ride. Oh my god, this sounds horrible.
Everyone ride down?
Hi, cows. Look.
Apparently, this crazy woman thinks she can ramp that.
That is not big.
All right.
I will also jump over Bear.
Just
I need a shot of tequila.
I literally just want to do it because you can't think of it.
It was at this moment when she realized she messed up. Oh my! I just saw the tire dig into the front. I'm like, oh, she's going over the handlebars.
Oh. I did it though.
Yeah, you did.
Oh my god.
Spencer wants to make a ramp over this ditch now. This one definitely looks bigger than the other one. So we've been getting a lot of questions, so we figured we would take this time to answer a handful of them because there's definitely been some that have been asked multiple times. Okay, first one, where are we?
We are in East Texas, and we'll just leave it at that.
Next, where do we live while building our home? So we've done a video on this as well in the past, but I know we have a lot of new followers, so we'll just talk about it again. We do live in the barn. I know that sounds totally crazy and people might not believe us. I know there was one comment that somebody was saying that, you know, they call BS, and no, we really do live in there.
Yeah.
In the summer in Texas with no AC. That is true. So when we first came out here, the first thing we did was we started renovating half of the barn to put all of our solar in, and we ended up just staying in there because we already had fixed it up. It was bug tight. Why wouldn't we do that? Our power was already in there.
Yeah, well, that side, the solar side, it's more like a kind of a shed, but yeah, it's
So we live in a shed. My sister the other day was laughing because she's like, you know that game MASH whenever you're little and you play, and it's like mansion, apartment, shed, house. She's like, you must have always gotten S. I did.
Well, it won't be for long.
Okay,
right.
Is the land ours?
The land is not ours. It actually belongs to my grandfather, along with the cows, the donkeys, all that. But there's a funny story behind that, if you want to tell it.
A few years ago, we began getting interested in all these alternative style builds, you know, the earthships, shipping container homes, and we actually started to look for land. And, you know, we were looking at land online from North Carolina all the way to Colorado, just pretty much about everywhere. So it was always something that we wanted to do, and we were building towards and starting to save our money and do all of that. And then in 2016, we went on a huge Alaskan road trip from Florida all the way up to Alaska. And one of our first stops was actually here in Texas. And that is when he had kind of mentioned, you know, if you guys do want to come out here, you're more than welcome to. And it kind of just all spiraled from there. Yeah,
because originally when we were looking at land, we were looking at an acre to up to maybe 10 acres if the land was cheap enough. So
we lucked out. Yeah, we know we did.
Yeah, so we lucked out with him offering us to come out here.
Because it is around 140 acres here. So we still would have been doing this, but it just would not have been on this big of a piece of land. So how can we afford this?
Not only were we saving for this whole endeavor for the last couple of years, but we noticed that the housing market back in our area in Florida was starting to climb pretty rapidly because of the amount of jobs coming to the area. So we took advantage of that, fixed up our house, and sold it, and we made a little bit of money off of that. Yeah, so that money from selling our home and from our savings is how we obviously have afforded to live out here thus far. It's how we have all of the money for our home build. And obviously we did luck out on the land, which was awesome, but we would have had plans to buy other land if this hadn't worked out. So yeah. So why build a container house? Why wouldn't you just stick build? Well, the main reason is for movability. First of all, we love the shipping container houses. So we always thought they were so cool.
They're much more easily moved than a normal traditional home. So that was something that was extremely appealing to us because, like we said, we are putting, you know, all of our time and money into this. So it just is a little added sense of security if you're able to move it more easily. Why off grid? Why wouldn't we just get power to our property?
The main reason, well, I've always envisioned myself living in like a house that is completely run off of solar power and renewable energy. I have nothing against the grid. I just always envision myself making my own power. It's just more about self-reliance than anything. Not only are we building the whole house ourselves, like, so we'll know if something goes wrong, where to pinpoint it and how to fix it. So that was another big factor.